Hey guys, this is Patrick Hoban, ARG rider and North American champion here. I'm here with a deck profile for Johnny Lee. He's made top 32 at this weekend's WCQ.
What deck did you play?
So I play Dragon Ruler. This is the build. It's the 20 dragons. I went for Corseska as the tuner.
Why'd you play Corseska?
I tried guard for a while, and fire attribute is huge for Blaster, but I like that Corseska can be searched via Tempest so that you can still summon Blaster for the turn, and there's more ways to do 8,000 damage with it. And the 800 attack matters sometimes when like you're running over attack position Jowgen or something. I had the 6 hand traps, 3 Rejuve, 3 sword. I had this, and I ran Dark Hole because just really good against the rogue, and even against meta like Spellbook, it blows them out. Even though you probably lose game 1, you can still have that chance of blowing them out. Like the few game 1s that I do win, it's usually when I have Dark Hole. And also in the mirror, you can do some things with it too. I ran 1 emptiness because I expected a lot of mirrors, and I couldn't commit to 2, but I did tech my main deck out for the mirror.
All right, can we see the side deck?
Yeah. So. Side deck was Blocker, Tsukiyomi, 3 MST, 2 Eradicator, the Horus pair, 3 Puppet Plant, which has to be run with Horus, Swift Scarecrow, Emptiness, and Enemy Controller tech for the mirror.
That looks familiar.
Yeah, it sure does. I wonder who inspired it. And the extra deck, Armory Arm, Sacred Wyvern. We were back and forth between this and Karakuri, Shogun Beret. It was a difficult decision. Black Rose Dragon, Thought Ruler for Evil Sword mainly, Colossal Scrap Dragon, which is huge against spellbooks. Crimson Blader, Pearl, because you don't want to lose to Valor against Ophion. Double Big Eye, Gaia Charger, 3 Draco Sack, and Abyss Gaios.
Awesome. I heard something big is happening next week that's kind of ironic. Can you explain that?
Yeah, it was kind of ironic that I was competing for Deck Doctor almost a year ago, because it was the same time that I was also applying to be a doctor by going to med school. And so the weekend right after Nats, I'm going to be out of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least the local scene for a while, because I'm going to be going to my white coat ceremony next weekend, and that's the ceremony for future doctors to get their white coat and say their oath and prepare to be medical students.
That's awesome. What's something interesting that happened outside of the tournament this weekend?
There were a lot of issues of sharking and cheating, which I thought was not very cool. I had one opponent, I'm glad he didn't top, he was a spellbook player, and I was going for game 1. The play was literally Dark Hole, summon a monster attack for game, and he froze the game up and had us call a judge because my Dark Hole is signed by Maximilian Pegasus. This was at YCS Providence. And I know policy, like you're allowed to have signed cards as long as the signing does not obstruct the text, but he made a big deal out of it, and I guess he was just stalling. So the play was, I was literally going to win that turn, so it's really suspicious when you shark your opponent and call a judge right before you're about to lose. But that was okay. And then there's just a lot of other sharking and like slow playing and shady things always going on.
2-hour rounds.
Yeah, any given. As for other cool stuff, I think Mike Hilario, Slim X Team Symmetry, he's really funny. If you see him at a premiere event, stop him, say hi, ask him for a Simon He impersonation. It's really good. I can't really do it, but he kind of has that same like deep guttural voice that Simon has. He's like, that card, Master Hyperion. I'm really good at playing that card. I was running agents at the last premiere event. I top 8 that event, and so like Mike does it way better. So you ask him to do a Simon He impersonation.
That's awesome. Any last comments for the viewers?
This is a lot of players have complained about this format, and you can say what you want about decks being too expensive. That's a legitimate complaint. You can complain about lack of diversity, but I think when people displace their frustration on like a deck and say that that the format takes no skill, I think that's going a little too far. What we've seen from the results of this tournament is that it's a very skillful format. Basically, some of the best players in the room who practiced the hardest were the ones who made it to top 6 and are going to Worlds. Players like yourself, Patrick, and Rapture, they put so much work into practicing. Like a guy like Rapture, you see him online all the time, just practicing. And as for like that idea of like diversity, the diversity argument, if you think about it, take a game like chess. All they have is the mirror match, and they've only had a mirror match for the past 100 years. And you don't see kids complaining about that when they play chess. Instead they commit to work ethic. They work hard, learn the matchup, even though there's only one matchup in chess, and they study their brains out and just do their best to achieve. And if we take that same approach to Yu-Gi-Oh, that's how you get far in this game. So even if you're stuck in a format that has only one deck or two decks, just remember that chess only has one matchup forever, and just still practice your heart out. Master everything and just strive to be better. Don't blame your losses on getting sacked. Always try to identify the mistakes that you make and grow from it. And I think it's good also to keep a toolbox as you play, because you're always changing your deck and trying new ideas. So I'll show you, I have a stack, like a deck that really thick. It's as thick as a deck itself, and it's all just a toolbox of cards that I tested with for Dragon Rulers. And so as you can see, I've been very busy this summer to test with this many cards in the Dragon Ruler deck. And that's what it takes to improve and succeed at this game, is to try everything. Stretch your mind and use everything at your disposal and just test every idea that comes to you. So with that, just had a good time meeting everybody, and it was a great event.
Awesome. Thanks, Johnny. Congrats.